Yo. Alrighty. Hey everyone. This is Robert. Thank you so much for tuning into Station. Yeah, just a quick little follow up on chatting with Laura. And yeah, because I really had such a really nice chat the last time. So why not just do another one? So thank you so much for joining me this morning, or I think it's the afternoon on your end.
It is, yeah, it is actually a little bit after noon, technically.
Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, how's it going? What you been up to as of late?
It's going great. I've been doing tons of gardening. I have cone flowers that are coming up that are taller than me, which is crazy. I had family in town. I had my niece and nephew here, and I brought them down to my studio and we made a little film. So I recorded vocals separately for them and then cut them together with like little video of our geckos that we have in the back. And so it's just an adorable little, just to give them a feeling of like what I've been doing. They were so excited about it and even like wanted to watch me edit it, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure that's like yeah.
I mean,
At
getting
least you've
back
been
to
staying
like
productive.
doing all kinds of stuff too. Just getting back to like coming down here to try to record every single day, which I wasn't doing. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was like, no, at least you're just staying busy, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. I am also training too still with Chris Borders on Skills Hub, so about once a week, which is exciting.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get back into Skills Hub, but once again, I just really haven't had the time, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get back into it though.
You should. Yeah. I'm trying to make more time for it. Other than just the coaching part, I'm trying to make more time for like workout rooms and stuff.
Yeah, it's yeah, it just sounds fair. If you'd like to share, what have been some of the workout rooms that you've been doing, and what were some of the most, I guess, I guess the ones where you've been having the most fun in so far. A kind of a weird way of phrasing it, but whatever.
So Heidi, you know Heidi, has been
Oh
hosting
yeah.
um these kind of casting director, like fake casting director rooms where she'll put out sides and then we'll all anonymously send them in and then we'll all go through and like kind of comment on all of them and what we liked and what could be improved about them. So that's been really fun. And sometimes some of the coaches have hosted some like 30-minute to an hour like quick little things where she'll just give you a line and then she'll be like, okay, do it this way. Okay, now do it this way. Now do it this way. So that is like one of my favorite things to do actually, is to just have someone give me something and then try to get me to do it like 10 different ways. I love it.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun. That's kind of like when we do like poems and, you know, stuff like that just for funsies.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I kind of have a couple of questions. It's not really a lot, but I kind of wanted to know from you because I'm not sure if you've discussed this last time or maybe we did, but if you'd like to remind me, what were some of the, I guess, media that you consider to be very inspirational and have left a very big impact on you in your life, creatively, so on and so forth.
I mean, definitely a lot of the animations. I think we touched on that, like growing up, a lot of the
Hmm.
like Robin Williams stuff. And
Yeah.
um, I'm also really love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show. Did I mention that last time? I don't know if I did. I probably did.
I don't remember.
It's just one of those shows that I feel like is just kind of timeless. And there's so much um clever writing and it's something that I wish that I had watched before I went to high school. And it has like a lot of good themes in it, a lot of like, learning situations for people, disguised with monster slaying and stuff. So, um, and I don't know, right now I'm playing Dune, the Dune Awakening. Are you playing that? It is so fun.
I haven't yet.
It's a good game. It is like so incredibly well thought out. It's like it's right now almost impossible to get bored in that game. There's so much to do.
I know, there's just so much content that is out right now that it's just hard to keep up. Yeah, but I will eventually make the time to check them out, so no worries. What is something that has helped you a lot just being a storyteller from wearing so many different hats as a creator?
Um, Definitely learning to trust the people around me. I think that is, since I've done just about everything, it seems, just learning to kind of let go and not micromanage and just have the trust and faith that the people around you are good at what they're doing and everything's running smoothly, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, it's like when you have a team of people that you can trust, then it just makes the whole process just kind of flow a lot more smooth, you know? And do you also apply some of like real life experiences into anything that you do? And what are some of the positive takeaways that have also helped you along the way?
Let's see. I mean, I do apply real life experiences in acting. I try not to apply any traumatic
Yeah.
experiences in any like sad stuff. I do the best I can to try to rely on just the story to take me there. Um, but I rely on situations, but I also, use substitution and it's helpful to like create situations that I've never been in and that, you know, allows me to experience that, like, I don't know, yelling at someone in a in a mall parking lot or something that I probably would not experience, um just because I'm not that confrontational. um but yeah, I positive things about that. I don't know. I think it's just positive in general to go out and like live life so that you have more things to pull on, you know. Go out and have fun. Go fall in love, as my acting coach used to say. Um, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess what would be like because you've mentioned like a lot of love and what have you. So is that something that you want to like advice that you want to say to? Because we're in the month of June for like a lot of different communities. I know it's been really rough. So would that be the best piece of advice that you have for those? Just
Just
in
love.
general?
Do you mean just, yeah, I mean, I have a lot of friends in the community, and I think that everyone should just try to be as supportive as they can. I just love the people around you. And I really think that if everyone could just go inside themselves and find happiness within them, and I feel like that would help the world in general if everyone could just like go inside and find the happiness within them and start there and and yeah, and on the outside love the people around you and be a little more forgiving um to the people around you and just supportive. Yeah. But
Definitely.
yeah, a lot of people that aren't that way, but I would just, that kind of stuff I just put out of your head. Like, don't focus on it because they don't matter.
Mm. So if you were to give advice to younger Laura about finding their voice, what would you say to them and why?
Um, I did actually write some stuff. I would say to her to keep being creative and trying new things all the time because it's okay to fail. Like, you learn by failing. And it's a beautiful failing can be a beautiful experience, and just try to learn something new every day if you can, keep expanding yourself. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Just, be you. Just be you. And don't be ashamed to be you.
Yeah. And I think that probably would be the best piece of final advice to close this out on.
Yeah, I have like keep creating, keep learning, keep growing and expanding. If you love the thing that you want to do, you'll do it no matter whether you make a career out of it or not, right? So, but you can't wait around for the perfect time to start. You just have to do it and don't wait for anybody else to tell you to do it. Just do it.
Amen.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to plug your socials and upcoming, well, the stuff that you can talk about right now, just go ahead, self promo time.
Yeah, I am starting to do videos I mentioned earlier before we started recording on TikTok where I'm just taking different character types with a bunch of like a couple of different lines and just pulling stuff out of a hat. So if anybody wants to watch that and watch me, I might even go live doing it on TikTok or Twitch. But I have an Instagram. It's all under Laura Bielaczyc, which probably put that in the show notes because it's fun trying to spell that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I kind of am all over the place, just doing a bunch of different things. But check out my videos on TikTok and Instagram.
For sure. I guess for the outro, what we do is, hi, my name is Laura, and list stuff that you do, and this is Station Square Podcast with Robert Jackson. That's usually the outro we do on the show.
All right. Hi, this is Laura Bielaczyc, and this is the Station Square podcast. And as for me, I do a little bit of everything. Come check it out.
Right on. And do you have any closing thoughts, or are we good?
No, I think just what I said earlier, just keep being creative. I try to just, don't ever tell yourself that you can't do anything because you can. And if you really want to, you'll find a way. And if you don't want to, you'll find an excuse. So just do it.
Beautiful. And I guess on that note, thank you so much for watching, y'all. I know this was, like I said, super duper short, but yeah, it's kind of, as we approach the summertime, and as I've been doing a lot of these back to back, just content with Solomon Shrine, it could be a little, you know, just doing stuff for like over 30 minutes or so might be a little overwhelming. So if you guys want to see more content, like what is something else that what is something else you want to see on the show, let me know in the comments or do that YouTube subscribe thing, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Until then, stay creative, stay lovely, stay safe, and congrats that we've reached an agreement on the video game strike. So yay, praise God. All right, take care, y'all. Bye.